We're going to do a quick little run through here on some of the stuff I don't like so much about the game, just to talk about it before the Kombat Kast starts here in just a couple minutes. So just a quick little looky-do. So we'll talk about this a little more, talk about it a little after. One big thing here that I know some people find kind of frustrating. Like, there's moments like that where it's like he's getting up, but it doesn't count. Like, if I try to time that, like, if I'm waiting for a visual cue and I'm anticipating it, it's so easy to time that early. Like that. So that's one thing that people have been wanting more, and it kind of looks like there's more of a visual cue, and maybe it'll be easier to connect off of that, judging by Rain's trailer. So that's definitely one thing that we want adjusted, especially when you can just go longer than that, and it's like there's no animation or anything. Like, you have to kind of wait for it. And if he's getting up and mashing buttons or something, he might just hit me out of it while I'm waiting. Right now, people don't like that. One of the biggest ones I find is that if I set him... They added these things to deal with breakaway, but if you set someone on a fast breakaway, it's really hard to land a lot of the people's hits. So, like, a common thing for Sub-Zero is he's going to do, like, jump kick. You can't, like, do it fast enough. It's literally not possible to hit. Like, that's as fast as that comes out. And if he's mashing that, you're never going to land that breakaway. So that move literally only matters on the crushing blows. Only matters on the crushing blows. And Sub-Zero only has one that launches. So what is the point of it? Like, literally all I can do is match that out on down two, or maybe like if you were to anti-air or something. It literally doesn't, like, it doesn't work. So either breakaway needs delayed, or you need to adjust something on these moves, which I would rather see breakaway delayed, because if breakaway takes longer to come out, then that gives you more options. Like, if delay is the normal timing, it gives you a little bit more to work with here. You can now do stuff like that. Like that? That's really cool. You still can't quite do that, but still, it's something. It's something different. I think that would be cool. Besides just using it after that, because that's lame. And then otherwise, I'd just like to see more combo variation. Like, literally all I have is Sub-Zero is this. So it's like, a lot of these characters could use a launching string or something. Just adjust combo scaling, make combos do less damage, and yeah, let me do that kind of thing. Because right now, that's one of the biggest disappointments, is I feel like there's almost no creativity to the game, because I've been doing the same combos since launch. Which are cool combos, I like these combos, but it's still, it's like, I've been doing the same ones for a long time, so... Alright, I think stream should be starting up here in just a moment. Yeah, it's got 3 minutes left. Okay, so we're going to tackle this. My expectations right now, let me flip this over. My expectations right now, going into this, is it's pretty much only going to be about Rain. Like, I don't really expect them to go too in-depth on anything else. But yeah, my expectations right now is that this is pretty much going to be the big Rain showcase, and that's about it. So... don't think we're going to be seeing anything like Melina or Rambo here, but I'd be pleasantly surprised. I don't know what we'll see for balance changes and that sort of thing. I'm not going to get my expectations up. I think mostly we're going to be talking about Rain today, which is cool, and I'll go back over this event and kind of analyze things like I did with the actual reveal trailer, but that's where my headspace is. Mostly Rain, maybe like a balance change or something. But I don't expect notes to be out yet, because the patch is still like 3 weeks out. So pretty much just Rain. So whoa, Rain gets his own little section there. Oh, Rambo. Are they gonna end on Melina? That looked like an outro. Starts now. So they did add Rambo and Melina to there. That's cool. People are going to be happy about that. Should I react to this again? Oh my god! Who could it be? Oh, the heals! It's Tanya! Oh, okay. Okay, is this the trailer I analyzed already? With my analytical powers? Oh! I have seen this before. Somewhere. In a dream, maybe. I'm guessing... So, there are hit sound effects on that move. I'm guessing you take damage in that move. You just don't get hit stun. So, it's kind of like a trade. You can't use it at low health to get people out. So cool. That image is just like my childhood, because MK Trilogy, I played a ton of Rain and Johnny. Those were like the two characters I loved the most. So that pose is just like, that is what I grew up. That's like my vision of a Mortal Kombat ninja, because that's the one I played.
They're right. There is a change. One of the changes is if you delay your wake up, there used to be a short and a long delay. There's now just one universal delay. So delay your wake up, and there's one timing. So you don't have to guess if the opponent's doing either just getting up normally, doing a short delay, a long delay. It's now just one delay.
Okay. So that's good. That was one thing that now you can learn one timing, so that's good.
Swaggy, I would say.
Yes.
Flashy.
Good.
Really cool combos. More combo
Good.
starters than most characters have with less restrictions. I think that's probably the coolest thing about him.
Yeah. Make him have high damage scaling if you need to, but let me do a ton of combos. Alright, here we go.
He uses it in a bunch of his normals.
Down two.
Uppercut, his jumps, his wake up attacks. And
that didn't look like a special.
You can see here, this is his back two, just a really quick mid. You can hit confirm, and then this one's really good. It's forward two. It has really good range. It's got a couple of options, and this version has a crushing blow if it's a counter hit. And the main reason I wanted to show it is it's really gross to me. It feels really painful. This cut.
Ow.
Freaks me.
A lot of damage too.
He also uses his powers in his normal attack. You can see here is his forward four, which is like a sweep kick where he knocks you down. And he has a back.
Oh, that's a forward four. Okay, so that's not his sweep.
And then he has this really cool back 1-4. And the neat thing is this: you can delay it and then appear on the other side of them. So you can.
I was wondering if that was a cross-up string. Interesting. But you have an option.
This is notable because.
His throws do more damage.
Blows.
Wait, his throws do 13 instead of 14. They do less damage.
This is one I wanted to show just because I think it's extremely neat. So first up is the around the world kick. To me, this is the classic Rain move.
You still have to burn meter.
In this game, one of the new things that we show that he's actually kicking you through a portal and you're coming out the other end. So the move finally makes sense. That sort of makes sense. He also has this new water.
Oh, that's so cool looking.
And then captures you and does the Izuna drop. And it's kind of like Raiden's command. You can use it to punish or to end your combos. And it has a crushing blow if he goes full screen.
There's no damage.
So if you're in the middle of the combo and you think they're going to break away, you can use that to punish you.
Got a projectile.
And then lastly here, he has this really cool projectile.
Let's keep going with that one.
And this is his evaporate, where he literally turns into a pillar of water. And
so now they're gonna do it. He takes damage.
And even normal attacks will just pass by him.
Oh no?
So you're gonna have to either hit him as he's recovering or hit him as he's coming out of it. It's pretty awesome and trolly.
That's gonna be frustrating to deal with. I'm gonna have to see startup on that.
I loved it when I first saw the trailer.
That's gonna have. I'm gonna need to see startup on that.
Creation is all about his quantum rips.
Weird to see him green. It just doesn't feel right.
And he gets this new move. It replaces the bubble, and it's like a big full screen. Well, not full screen, but like half screen slash. It's got good pushback on block when he amplifies it, and he can actually do it in the air. And what's cool is he can do it in the air 2 different ways. You can go straight across.
So it has like an anti-air version or a dive kick version.
Very, very quick. And if he amplifies it, he gets the second hit.
And will that make it safe?
Then he gains this portal. And once he has this on screen, it'll absorb projectiles.
Okay. Projectile absorption.
Right. And the difference with Evaporate is he gets to move around. So you can put the portal out, and then you can like go behind it, advance in front, and it's going to absorb any projectile. And if he absorbs 2, crushing blows loaded, and the next time he gets the slash, he's going to get big damage.
The range on the quantum slice is just absolutely ridiculous. It's like
Quantum
half screen,
slice?
almost full screen.
Is that its
And then
actual
with
name? The
Rant, you
quantum
can
slice?
try and, dash back and
It
forth.
sounds like a super villain from a Superman cartoon.
Kind of sets stuff up just so
What will Superman do now that the quantum slice has Metropolis under his control? Cool.
So
He's got the
variation
slide.
has this advancing palm strike, and what's neat is you can actually delay it. You can delay it just a second. You can delay it for a real long time and get a crushing blow. He has this splash move, and this actually leaves them standing, and Rain gets advantage. You can use it to end strings, but it also respans if they're in the air. So after a juggle combo, he can do it, and then that prevents them having any knockdown at all. So this is his anti-air splash, where he squirts this water out, and this is awesome for preemptive anti-airing. If you, with a jump, if you think a jump's coming, you can absolutely regulate the air.
Oh, that's
If he
just...
amplifies it, he gets a combo. So what's really cool is this doesn't conflict with the around the world kick, and that means he gets pretty swaggy combos because you get two different combo things.
Okay,
So
yeah.
if you
But
want
once
to
again,
use 2 bars,
no damage on it, and you still had to use 2 bars.
look really awesome, which is probably even more important than the damage, let's be honest.
So are you, when you say
I like the
swaggy, you
board
just mean it looks
functions there to
visually
actually
cool?
Set up the water spout.
Exactly,
kick
it
that
doesn't
pushed
have
it
to
up?
be an anti.
That's kinda
Yeah,
disappointing.
1-3-3.
I mean, he already looks visually cool. He doesn't have to have, like, the most elaborate animations.
And as a player,
So I think this variation is the combo variation for sure. Like he has good combos in all
No!
three, but this one to me really stands out. If you are someone who you have no
Oh,
problem using
no.
bars just left willy-nilly because you
What
wanna
is
do
more
big
swaggy
combos,
about
this is a
that
great
than, like,
variation.
any other combo? You made it sound like this
Sounds
this
good.
person has, like, a ton of combo
let's take a
conversions.
look at.
You've shown me 2!
variation 3.
And one's variation
First off,
exclusive.
this costume is awesome. I love the hood. So first you get this tidal wave, which is a really quick low with great, deceptively great range. If you amplifies it, it has 100 active frames.
That looks like
And
it
this
can
is
combo
also
in the
great
in the
for people who
corner.
like to duck. And then he also gets the classic MK trilogy.
That looks
water
fast
bottle,
enough that you might be able to actually use that
which
in a
is high.
combo.
So if they won't stop ducking it, you can use the tidal wave, and that's going to regulate, you know, mid screen. And the neat thing about the bubble is when he amplifies it, he can choose which direction they're going to fall. He gets 4 different options.
Wait, did it cost 2 bars to send it close? Oh my god, it's a 2-bar cost? Okay, if they're close enough, you can do it up.
Combo them. You could throw them out of the corner. You could throw them into the corner.
Oh, okay, so if they're
You could
close
get
enough.
max
At
damage.
full screen,
You
it
could
costs
say,
2
okay,
bars.
there's-
Games, we have a lot of characters who have a move.
I'm
that
convinced
other
at this
player
point that
has
NetherRealm
nothing
just
they can do.
doesn't understand what
And,
we
like, doing
mean
it where,
when
like,
we
I
say
can
we
choose to
want...
you up, down, back, forward, doesn't matter. That's just a good feeling as a player, I think.
Like, it's
Yeah,
cool
I
that this
mean, I
character has
enjoyed
combo
it in
conversions,
one,
but
and
the
that's
point
standard,
is that you
and
can't do
it's
combos
bigger
if you
too.
don't have meter. That's the frustration,
This
is
is
you
how
can't
the
do
rest of
combos
them are made.
all the time like
So
you
those
could
are
in the
all
other games.
psychologically
You can do
sound.
combos when you have the meter.
I always
You're on a
remember
timer that
people
tells you
bubble
no
back and
combos.
and then
Okay, now you
back,
can do combo.
which is
But they're not fixing that. That's
That
what we've been
sounds-
complaining
that sounds right
about.
up your alley. That sounds about right.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's unplanned.
Yeah.
Show me what I can do without meter.
Let's
Like,
take a look
ugh,
at
I hate it.
Fatal
It's
Blow.
so frustrating. They just don't get what we're saying.
His personality is probably one of the most fun, for sure.
I don't care about his personality. I know who Rain is. I know who Rain is. I like him. I like him a lot. You didn't need to change a damn thing about him for me to like him more.
Get up close,
You
do a lot of the damage and
It's
switch
so
combos.
frustrating.
You can do things
To
like,
me,
you know,
Rain
stay
is like,
back with
this
Rain
is
as
the
well,
one
and
that
still
gives you what you
appeal
want.
to some
And they somehow didn't give me anything I
He's
wanted.
gonna appeal to a lot of different player types.
Damn it.
Yeah, I'm on the.
Because it is painfully apparent to me at this point that NetherRealm just either they don't see that it fits the game, or they just don't understand exactly what we're saying when we're frustrated with the combos. Okay, so let's take a character that I feel is in a good spot right now. Let's take a look at Noob. Here's the fundamental problem that I have. These 2 characters here are extremely unique, which is kind of fitting since they're, you know, brothers and everything. These characters are extremely unique. Whatever. So he gets really good damage off of 1 bar. And he doesn't really ever have a reason to use 2 bars because, like, nothing else he has uses another bar. Off singular touches, Noob's damage gets ridiculous. He has, like, really difficult paths that you can use. I hate when I get the first hit. Yeah, you can do like that, and you get 40% for a bar, but you get rewarded because you learn something complicated. And that's not even the best you can get, because you can do 113, 113 into that, and it does even more damage. But you get rewarded, and he doesn't have any reason to use 2 bars, so instead, they give him combos that are comparable to other people's like 2 bar stuff. For 1 bar, he gets 36%, 40%, almost near 45% off a bar, because he's a cool character that gets to do cool things. And if he doesn't have a bar, guess what? He has 2-1-2, which means I get conversions for nothing. Look at that. You still get 31% for a bar, and if you don't want to burn the bar, then you don't have to. But he has like a decent punish that doesn't require meter. And if I turn on the frame data and make this boy block, guess what? That move's only -4. So I have a combo launcher that goes into stuff that's only -4, so it's safe. I can just throw this out, and sometimes I'm gonna land it, and if I land it, guess what? I get fucking whatever decent damage. I get 25% off of that, and I don't even have to spend a bar. And if I land a hit that I can, like, spend a bar on, I can do 40% instead. There's reward, there's a learning curve, there's interesting routes, everything is here. On the opposite side of things, on the opposite end of things, they still have characters like this where it's just like, oh, okay, I'll just, you know, do that. But he gets something, and once again, there's not really any reason on this variation to ever meter burn unless you have like a specific like combo that only works with. On the opposite side of things, there are these characters in this roster that when they don't have meter, they can't do anything, and they're so boring because of it. Like, it really makes them frustrating to play because you're like, whenever you run out of meter, you're just sitting there twiddling your thumbs waiting for your meter to come back so you can do something interesting, so you can do something fun. Because someone like Kano, for example, on this variation, Rat Bag, he has this as a launcher. If he doesn't have meter, his only launcher is this, which is like, okay, decent range, whatever, you know, maybe that move's decent. -13 at this. This is like max range. It's -13. At least it's a mid. But that man is gonna eat my life bar for throwing this out. So I can't use this, obviously. I can only use this to punish something at 14 frames. Oh, there we go. That's a little bit better. There you go. You get 21%. Oh boy. Oh boy, Kano. You're really living in it, right? You have to throw out a move that will get you killed. At least Kano has some stuff. Some characters are even worse off. Some characters literally don't have a button to launch anyone. Safe or not. Let's take a look at Baraka. What can Baraka do? Once again, the argument comes down that if I don't have meter as Baraka, what my best button's what? Like I could set this up. If I have this set up, what, this is optimal? No meter. I get 23%. And I don't get to do any sort of fun juggles because this character doesn't have a launcher at all. He has this down 2. Like, who has like meterless launchers in this game? Frost does, but it's punishable. Nightwing does, but it's punishable. I think Shao Kahn's is actually not punishable anymore. I'd have to check that. Who else? Johnny Cage. I actually don't know for sure if that one's punishable. Sub-Zero does, but it's punishable. No. Noob, once again, the best example in the game, has a meterless combo launcher, does good damage with it, and it's not, like, punishable or death if you hit it. Like, literally, he is the prime example of what every character in this game should be like. If half the characters on this roster were as cool as Noob was in this game, we would not have a problem. At all. Like, Scorpion requires meter. Kano has a launcher, death on block. Cabal, meterless, death on block. Well, he just has the one, like, Sub-Zero, which, once again, I also find really boring. Just because it's a special move launcher. I find, like, I wish there were, like, string launch. Like, Frost has a string launcher. That's at least something cool. Kodal has a meterless launcher on one of his variations. It's actually pretty decent, but it's death on block. But Aaron, no. Devora, no. I don't think Shiva has anything. She did. Okay, I want it to be known here. Shiva in this day 0 patch for PC, before they patched, like, the character was out, but before they caught it up to consoles, she was fucking awesome. Because, like, everything she did comboed. It was ridiculous. And I understand why they did it that way, because she was ridiculous because of it. But you could do so much stuff with this character. I wish I could pull up the VOD, but it's been months now, so it's probably gone. But you used to be able to do, like, her overhead launcher into, like, stand 1 in, like, neutral. Like, you didn't have to be up against a wall or anything. You could just do, like, 2-1 into 1-1 whatever combo and just, like, use it as a launcher. It was so cool. Sindel, meterless launcher, but I'm pretty sure it's death if close enough. I think at the max range, unless it's, like, Sub-Zero or something where they can just slide at you. She actually can get away with that. Terminator, once again, meterless launcher. It's at least something kind of fun. And it's not death on block. Like, it's actually fine on block. Like, you lose your turn, as you probably should, but, you know, it's not that bad of a bargain. Kodal and Garrus require meter, no meterless launcher. Garrus used to have a meterless corner launcher, but they got rid of it. Alright, it might still work, but it's not as good as it used to be. Cetrion barely even has combos with meter. And Fujin has some awesome complex combos, but they almost all require 2 meters. Like, an optimal Fujin combo is like 44%. An optimal noob 1-bar combo is like 44%. So it's like... But Fujin does have better range and stuff than Noob, and more mix-up options. Because the main reason Noob gets these combos is because he's always been kind of a cool combo fiend. But 2, he has no overheads. He has a short hops and he has 1-1-2, and that's it. He has no overheads. He's extremely safe, which is cool, but he has no overheads at all. So, you know, kind of gets away with it. But yeah, that is right now the fundamental problems with MK11 is that if you want to have fun, you pretty much have to play classics. You know who's really fun with, or customs? You know who's really fun with customs? Katana. Katana is so unbelievably fun with customs. This is the variation I usually play with customs, and I'll show you why. So, Katana, she gets up fan in this variation. Can be kind of a nuisance on tall characters, but the big thing is that she always has this. So with up fan, you get these awesome meterless combos. Like, you can't do much there, except in the corner you can use that. Just simply that, 35% for no bar at all. It's super good. And this move has so much range, you can use it to whiff punish all the time. That one was 32%. And then in the corner, you still get... Now you can use that. So in the corner, you now have a low starter, because you can't do that. So you can do this into this. 38%. There you go, 35%, you keep corner, forward throw, whatever, do whatever you want from that point. But this is what I'm getting at here, though, is that the game still has potential. It still creates these things that are reminiscent of old Mortal Kombat, where it wasn't so focused on, do you have meter? Well, then you're not allowed to have fun, because you don't. Anyways, that's kind of the gist. That was my complaint there, and that's what I was hoping Rain would help me out with, was giving me another character like Noob that I can just kind of find combo routes with and enjoy the complexity, because all of his variations can take advantage of that meterless combo. All of them. Seeing Double, for example. Seeing Double is not a combo variation. He gets Ghost Ball, which is slow and unblockable. He gets the slide and the meter burn for it, and he gets the Teleslam. Yeah, you can use it in the air now, but it's just an ender. Like, this move never gets usage. 30%. At the worst, 25%. That's not bad. And he still has corner combo potential with his slide kick. So he has a game plan. Like, he can use this variation to kind of build around, get the stacks that he needs, and then when he has the 10 hits, because each one of those slides counts for 2 hits, and they're safe on block, so you can kind of throw them out, then he has awesome potential where he can do something like this. Oh my god. Man gets 45% there. And you know what? If he's in the middle, he still gets this, and he gets almost 40%. And it's like, it's cool. You're super rewarded for that. And he even has a third variation. And this one's really weird because it's got a bunch of weird moves on it that I'm not really the biggest fan of. But you get Sickle Snag. And you know what's cool about Sickle Snag? Good combo damage there. And once again, look at that. Every variation gets something. All of them do unique things that are situational. You know what's also great about this variation? If this guy really enjoys his jumping forward bullshit, I can just fucking nab his ass out of the air. I was trying to see if maybe you could do like some sort of cool conversion. Oh, you can, bitch! Oh, you can do cool conversions too! Anti-air conversions! Everything he does is cool! Everything! Everything! Why isn't every character made like this? Well, the only thing he doesn't really get there is like, hell, even here, he still gets fucking conversions! And I didn't even land one of the hits right! I can do that better, too. Meterless, 26%. Like, every single one gets something. Because he at least has a universal launcher that doesn't cost meter. He's still allowed to have fun. Yeah, Rain looks okay. I don't know. I really wanted to get something at the level of Noob Saibot, of just like, this character has conversions on everything, and even when you don't have meter, you still have conversions. And they didn't show me anything that really looked like a meterless launcher here. And if they did, it kind of looks like even his meterless stuff will do like no damage. So, or even his like double bar stuff does like no damage. I mean, like I said, compared to like, I know Noob is a high bar, like not every character gets that high of damage, but Johnny Cage is a low damage character, and he gets more damage on one bar. Well, low damage on certain variations, but it's just crazy. I don't get what they were thinking with this. Like, we wanted Rain because we want a break from the characters that don't do anything when they're out of meter, and then they give us a character that can't do anything when he's out of meter. Then they just make it Rain. So I don't know. I'm gonna stop here for now. Get off. I might stream later, but we'll see. call it a day for now. I gotta edit this, so I'll see you guys later.